So Highway Patrol and local police, well, they've obviously got their hands full responding to all of these deadly crashes. We're joined now by Trooper Travis Smaka from the Nevada Highway Patrol. Good morning, Trooper Smaka. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Nate.
So what can we do to stop people from wrong way driving? I'm guessing impairment has a lot to do with those.
Yes, as you well know, especially in our overnight hours here in Las Vegas, we are a destination city with 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week access to alcohol and now marijuana. And unfortunately, one of those side effects is people making the poor, selfish decision to drive impaired, and that often leads to someone getting on our highways going the wrong direction, counterflow to traffic. And anytime we investigate a collision involving a wrong-way driver, it's usually pretty grim.
Now, one of the things we're also talking about, unfortunately, over the weekend is a string of fatal auto pedestrian crashes, and obviously impairment could be a factor there. But Trooper Smaka, pedestrians can also do a lot to make themselves safe when they are walking the streets.
Especially when you're talking about the highways, Nate, there is absolutely no reason for anyone to be walking along our highways. It is no place for a pedestrian to be. Even if somebody's experiencing car trouble, don't start walking along the highway. Stay with your vehicles, try to stay off into the shoulder as far as you can. Do everything you can to stay as far away from the actual travel lanes as possible. Like I said earlier, there's no place for a pedestrian to be, especially at highway speeds. It's a very dangerous situation.
One last question for you, Trooper Smaka. We know that driving impaired is a thing that will probably never go away, but what can we do to stop people we know? Maybe we're at an event. Do we just say, hey, take their keys? Do we tell them to call a ride share? What do we do?
A combination of those, Nate. Both of those are great ideas. If you have somebody you're with and you're able to get the keys from them, that is fantastic. What I often recommend to those people is if you know you're going to a venue and you know you're going to have alcohol or something else that may impair your ability to operate a motor vehicle, plan ahead and take an Uber, rideshare, Lyft, or some other public transportation to that venue. And then when it comes time to leaving that venue, you're not leaving that critical decision up to somebody who's already impaired. You've already decided that outcome way earlier.
Trooper Smaka, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us, and thank you to all the men and women of the NHP that do hard work every single day to keep us safe on the roads. We'll let you get back to it.
Yes, sir.